Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Friday, August 20th, 2021. Friday, the week is coming to a wrap, and talk about price action. Bitcoin seemingly reversing from that close we had 2 candles ago below the baseline. Looked like we were on the verge of a breakdown as there was a big fake out. We just dipped our toes below the baseline. Here we are continuing on up. Minx signaling for continuation. Well, at least beginning to print a continuation along for today. We gotta wait till this candle closes. Maybe this is gonna be the fake out of the fake out. But at the time being, we are rocketing up 48,811. And are we? Yeah, we're above the previous highs that we tapped around the 48s here a week ago, where we broke down.
Yep.
Things are looking good, guys. It's great to be back, kicking it with you this Friday afternoon. It's gonna keep it casual. Our analyst Alex is not with us this afternoon. He had some other engagements. I figured he'd be fine to take a little time to himself. That said, we have Jason.
Just me, baby.
Senior analyst Jason holding it down in the hot seat this afternoon. Jason, you ready for the big time?
Absolutely. I mean, it's interesting to see this kind of price action going into the weekend. I mean, kind of hard to argue with the bullishness of it. There's just a few things that I think are making me a little hesitant, but for all intents and purposes, everything seems to be running. I mean, ADA's hitting all-time highs. The rest of the alts, I mean, just a sea of green out there right now. So, I mean, it's hard to argue with that. You got to ride the trend till it ends.
Yep, ADA at all-time highs, guys. Look at the alt space above you. Everything's a sea of green. Wow. remember where we were just in May, the panic selling, the fear, and now ADA, ADA,
Just a couple weeks, right?
I think ADA is definitely one. I think the leading kind of the canaries in this whole mission, and yeah, seeing it top all-time highs gives me a very warm and fuzzy feeling. Even though I'm not really a Cardano holder, I do feel I do find that to be a bit of a litmus or kind of a one way to probe the test the waters, so to speak. I feel like things are looking super. All right. Not to instill any more FOMO or regret or anything in not buying the dip, but let's go ahead and get into today's show, guys. We're going to go an hour and a half. We're going to keep it casual. You know, we do have Jason today, so Jason and I, yeah, you're not gonna be all business, right? Alex is all business.
I'm a little bit of a goofball.
Yeah, and on Fridays in particular, all the more reason to keep it cash. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the news, guys, and then we'll get a little bit going on in the crypto space today. Well, here's a piece from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin's race to 50K heats up as solid institutional backing continues. Bitcoin's recent golden cross pattern. All right, guys. Well, don't pay too much attention to the TA, but let's continue. Pattern formation was previously witnessed when Bitcoin's value surged on 2 occasions in 2020. All right, so. What's this about institutions? Crypto markets are surging. One crypto Bitcoin leading the way. After having suffered volatility for the better part of some 60 days, Bitcoin, the flagship crypto, showing high level recovery. Blah, 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 blah. All right, what's this about institutional adoption? Who bought the bag this time? Who pumped our bags this Friday? Let's see here. Let's see. Your relatively nascent space is back above the $2 trillion threshold. These startling figures can in large part be attributed to the increased institutional adoption that has been witnessed in relation to the industry in the recent past. In this regard, some of Bitcoin's most significant institutional backers include, well, Microsaylor, EV manufacturer Tesla, and crypto-focused investment from Galaxy Digital, Voyager Digital. Even a number of traditional banking institutions have entered the crypto fray recently. Wells Fargo, one of the oldest banks in the U.S., is the newest member of a list of growing financial institutions to offer wealthy clients indirect exposure to Bitcoin. Other prominent financial institutions that offer a range of crypto-focused financial offerings include JP Morgan, BNY Mellon, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and many others. Lastly, according to a recent filing made with the US SEC, a growing list of wealth management companies such as Illinois-based Clear Perspective Advisors, shoutouts to the Illinois homies, and Ohio-situated Ancora Advisors, shoutouts to Mr. Ether, have been acquiring sizable sums of Grayscale's Bitcoin Investment Trust shares, signaling a growing demand for the asset among institutional players. Yeah, you know, it's funny. We covered a story not long ago, probably around the time we had the big unwinding in May and June. They were talking about how the some of the institutions have kind of begun scaling back or pulling back completely. Grayscale's the GBDC, one of the big leading ways institutions to have access to or exposure to Bitcoin's price, suddenly saw volumes dramatically drop, right, suggesting that we're kind of taking a bit of a hiatus. But according to this, at least if I'm reading this correctly, it's back up on the rise. GBTC on the move again. All right. Else to mention in this story? I suppose not. Probably some talk about TA, the Golden Cross. All right, guys. I don't really put too much stake in Golden Crosses and cross ups and cross downs. We do TA our own way here on the show, and it certainly has been.
The little bit I know about them is I've back tested that it's usually contrary to the position.
Counter trade it.
Yeah, if you counter trade it, you do better.
I guess it could depend, obviously, on which averages you're crossing and how you crunch that data. But yeah, I know some people like crosses. We do it our way, guys. We obviously don't. News items. So let's go ahead and get into the next piece. Luna Yield executes the first major rug pull on Solana. Yeah, Solana's a big up-and-coming chain, right? Big Ethereum killer, so to speak, waiting in the works. And as such, you know, people are looking to get in on new chains and get in on new product launches, new ICOs, so to speak. And guys, you know what that means. Fraught with rug pulls, fraught with scams, and here's the first major one to be pulled off on Solana. So big warning to anybody aping into a new project, a new offering on another chain. It's DeFi, whether it's on Ethereum or on Solana or wherever, gotta have the same risks, which is rug pulls galore, scams galore, just the name of the game. But let's take a look at this particular story, see what happened. Luna Yield, a Solana-based yield farm, has carried out what appears to be the first major rug pull in the burgeoning ecosystem. Solana, a fast-growing blockchain network, has suffered its first rug pull on Luna Yield, which recently launched a high APY yield farm. Gee, you think that doesn't clue you in anything? Guaranteed gains, high APY, red flag. It appears that farms developers have run off with millions of dollars of investors' funds. Solana developer was the first to report the incident on Twitter. The developer on-chain's analysis suggested about $8 million worth of crypto assets have been taken out of the Luna yield pools by the team. Solana address that deployed the original contract and signed multiple transactions transferring 8 million wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped ETH, Luni, and USDT tokens out of the protocol. The yield farm was incubated by SolPad, Solana-based launchpad, on August 16th. According to SolPad, it facilitated the sale of Luni tokens, helping the scammers raise $100,000. SolPad also confirmed that the exit scam on Twitter, saying it was sorry for inconvenience. Yes, sorry for inconvenience, guys. Your entire bag is now gone. SolPad noted it was unable to trace the identity IP of the Luna yield team. That's it, guys. They just disappeared. We got nothing. Go home. One's done. The anonymous team at Luna Yield has since deleted their website as well as their social media. In response to the incident, SolPad announced a compensation plan using its foundation's emergency funds. However, compensation will only be available for IDO investors. The post by SolPad on his Telegram, the team said, although we cannot get back the lost funds stolen by Luna, we will compensate their IDO buyers on SolPad. Right. Well, it's a highly, highly unfortunate matter, but guys, hopefully you got caught up in this. The rugs are unfortunate. Alas, this is what happens when everybody's looking for Hail Marys, get rich quick scheme. Vulnerable. Your greed makes you vulnerable, and boy, oh boy, rug pulls are all too common. All right.
More on the way, probably.
Yeah, more than likely, as you know, as you imagine, you're going to come to Cardano once the smart contract functionality and all the DeFi craze moves to chains like Cardano and others. Plenty of probably professional rug pullers, let's put it that way, guys who probably successfully pulled off multiple rug pulls, going to be trying their best at the next chain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wild Bitcoin price explosion forces Sweden to return $1.6 million to a drug dealer. Okay, hold on. How does this work exactly? Let's take a look here. An earlier case that marked the first instance for Sweden to prosecute a crypto-related crime will now see a jailed drug dealer receive over $1.6 million from the Swedish government after Bitcoin appreciated tremendously while he was incarcerated. Huh. There's
Nice.
no like asset forfeiture over there. Damn, this guy is going to be balling out of control at the Swedish jail's cantina.
Yeah, Pink, the prison system, he couldn't FOMO out of his positions.
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, Sweden, I think, famously luxurious, I think, accommodations for criminals. So this is just like, he's going from the Ritz to the Carlton at this point with this money. At the time of his sentencing 2 years ago, the man had 36 Bitcoin valued at approximately 1.3 million Swedish kroner. Yeah, 2 years ago, so he had about 100 grand worth of the Bitcoin, which he openly admitted to the court had been earned through illegal online sales. The prosecutor in the case then successfully convinced the court that the entire crypto stash should be confiscated. However, by the time the Swedish Enforcement Authority got around to auctioning off 36 Bitcoin, the top coin had appreciated 10 times its original value. This means the government would only need to auction around 3 Bitcoin to cover the amount demanded by the prosecution and return the remaining 33 Bitcoin, currently worth about $1.5 million, back to its owner. Crazy turn of circumstance. You figure the court would just be like, nah, man, all that BTC is ours, but they're somehow like they're factoring in the USD, the fiat value. Just wild. I don't think this would ever happen in America, but of course this is Sweden.
They'd have found a way to keep it all.
This is the country famous for their loving treatment of criminals and miscreants. Speaking to Swedish radio, the prosecutor said the case has been turned out unfortunate in many ways and has led to consequences that she couldn't foresee at the time. She pointed out that since the case was the first crypto-related seizure in Sweden's legal history, the court had to establish precedent on how to deal with the Bitcoin profits at the time. This prosecutor suggested that the prosecution should now think about increasing and refining its provision for crypto as adoption begins to rise, lessons learned, etc., etc. Wow, what a crazy story. Just imagine. I wonder how much time he's doing in there. It's probably cool, you know. You're in the can, you get a call from the lawyer. Hey, you know that money they took from you? Well, they're giving you back $1.5 million from it.
One prison.
Wonder how much it's not even that. It's like 30 Bitcoin, right? They're giving back 33 Bitcoin. Imagine when he gets out in 10 years and Bitcoin's like $1 million a pop, you know? Is it going to be will he have done the time and waited patiently? We'll see how much patience the criminal has. All right.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's whether he has patience or not. It's not like, oh, I'm out of patience. Can I get out now?
Well, I mean, in terms of not like, I mean, that would eat me up inside. Like, you're just counting the days. I mean, I've never been in that kind of circumstance, but I would just.
Walls are holding you from the dream life.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're just so close, you can taste it. The Bitcoin's just on the other side. As soon as you get out, you're gonna go, God, what would you, imagine getting out the can and first thing you do with your $1.6 million Bitcoin. What a party. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna be winding down the news in just a moment. Got another story or two to cover here, guys. Like I said, we are keeping it kind of casual on a Friday. Breaking Bitcoin market update. And of course, Alex not with us today. If anybody's just stopping in a little late, going to get into the live comments in just a minute. But let's go ahead and knock out another story. Binance implementing mandatory identity verification for all users. Say it ain't so. How am I going to... I'm not going to complete that sentence, but yes, let's go ahead and read this. Bitcoin exchange Binance has announced changes on its account verification policies, implementing mandatory, hardened, know your customer procedures for all users. Effective immediately, all new users will be required to provide additional personally identifiable information to access Binance services such as deposits, trades, and withdrawals. Existing users will lose access to most services except withdrawal until they provide the necessary T2. The new requirement entails that from now on, all Binance users are required to endure a more extensive identity verification called intermediate verification on the platform. The starter verification starts basic verification, which requires a user's full name, nationality, date of birth, home address, has now gone defunct. Now, to trade Bitcoin and other crypto on Binance, users have to go beyond the basic verification and upload photos of government-issued identification and a selfie, as well as undergo a live video face verification. All data will be sent to the exchange's servers and staff, who will personally review and either approve or deny it. Has anybody seen the new Binance Advanced Verification? Dare I say it, I did actually. The other day, I had one Binance account I was trying to withdraw from, and I had lost my email, guys. I use a lot of burner emails. I use a lot of burner Binance accounts. I'm generally very, very diligent, but this is one of the few times I've made a massive mistake, and I did not correctly save the password to log in to my email. Without being able to access my email, I can't go in there and confirm the withdrawal, right? I tried to see how I could go ahead and maybe do some recovery process. Guys, you know what they hit me with, right? They hit me with this. They hit me with the full shebang of KYC, including, I say, guys, I even had, I didn't complete this. My account is still locked, but I did go through it.
Forgot password on the email and just get the password of the email and then not have to deal with Binance?
I have no way I can recover the password or unlock the email in any way.
Huh.
No way. I have no backup. I did not save any backup keys. I didn't input any kind of backup recovery email. Again, I use burner emails, so I don't know. I made a mistake somewhere. My password manager did not correctly save it, and I got screwed. But guys, I will tell you, I went there and I did in fact have a little taste. I didn't complete it, but I did try this live video face verification, guys, and let me tell you, this one is a hoot, a real hoot on there. You got to turn on your freaking webcam, and they have you nodding, they have you shaking your head, they have you blinking, they have you winking, they have you looking up, they have you looking down, they have you looking to the left. Like, dude, I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to phase out the deep fake bots, but they're cueing you to practically do jumping jacks on the camera. It's absolutely wild. This is going to harm Binance in the long term. I know I'm probably not going back there anytime soon. Binance announcing these measures to help support the efforts in KYC anti-money laundering. The statement said, citing enhanced user protection and combat financial crime. Yeah, you know what, guys? This is what one could expect. Binance, of course, we've been talking about this for months. The regulators are all over them, seemingly exchange non grata around the world, getting kicked out of so many jurisdictions. They had to do something, and apparently, well, this is a more extensive KYC coming to Binance. Do let me know over the coming days or so. Do you find yourself snagged in this? Is any of this going to dramatically affect any of my Binance users? Or I do know, I think quite a few of our people in our community have already departed Binance. Oh, times are changing. Times are changing. All right, guys. Let's. Anything else I really want to cover in the news? We're kind of running late, so I guess I oughta. Let's see. Robinhood is a Dogecoin gateway, says Jim Cramer, after Doge accounted for most of the firm's revenue. Well, what do you know? What do you know?
Someone's making money off Doge.
Apparently, Robinhood is.
Right?
Jim Cramer revealed he was surprised to see that meme-inspired crypto Doge represented most of the revenue commission-free trading platform Robinhood saw in the second quarter of the year. The company's quarterly revenue was about $565 million, representing an increase of 131% year over year. The average revenue per user was $112, down 115. Notably, 62% of the company's revenue was associated with this year's Doge trading frenzy. God.
That's crazy.
Dude, it really does demonstrate what a retail phenomenon Doge was. What happens?
I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Because it happens in phases, you know. Like we'll see
Doge
it again.
might be Doge again and again and again.
It's just the eternal meme.
It might be. That's sad to say. The fact that we didn't completely plummet to like sub 10 cents that we were talking.
Not yet. I mean, I still think like with the projection of with what I have on Bitcoin, I think that Doge will see the same thing. So we'll likely see if it plays anything out like that, then we'll definitely see back in the lower cents.
Indeed. Let's have a look. Robinhood says it revealed its expectations. Seasonal headwinds and lower trading activity across the industry to result in lower revenues and considerably fewer new funded accounts. It seems like the Doge frenzy was a cash cow for Robinhood. So a lot of their success, I think, can be put on the back of Doge, and of course, unsuspecting retail traders absolutely piling in on a viral wave. Kind of just confirming much of what we already know, right? Doge, pretty much a retail phenomenon, and Robinhood was indeed gateway for people to get their hands on Doge. All right, if only they had bought Bitcoin and pumped Bitcoin, right? Instead, we get Doge and Wall Street. Go figure. Okay.
Everyone got poor, but Robinhood.
All right. Is this the last story? From Finbold, banks facing inevitable digital future. Deloitte blockchain survey suggests auditing firm Deloitte has released a new study indicating that global financial services industry is experiencing a seismic shift building from trends initiated by the pandemic. According to Deloitte's 2021 Global Blockchain Survey, the future is digital. Institutions like banks should be prepared for the inevitable shift. The study notes that FSI needs modernization. Financial service industry needs modernization of products and distribution, growth, and blockchain among the critical areas of forming for the base of change. Research indicated that the foundation of financial services is outdated. There needs to be revamping. The study recommends accelerated innovation to stay on top. In general, the finding placed focus on the role of blockchain and cryptocurrencies in a digital shift. Survey conducted, blah, blah, blah. Respondents from all over the world. And the findings, 73% of respondents indicated businesses would miss out on growth if they don't integrate blockchain and digital assets in their operations. Furthermore, 76 opined that the physical money might be replaced by crypto within the next 10 years. All right, well, guess we're not the only ones aware of the shift that's likely to take place over to, say, the next decade. The 2020s are going to be wild, guys, and I feel like we're surfing the wave right now. Wave is just barely starting to form. We're about to
Still very much in the early adopters phase.
Indeed. I need some more surfing terminology to kind of complete this analogy, but you get the idea. This is where the trends are going. Here is the Deloitte breakdown of their survey. Guys, as always, I'm going to put all the news show links in the description below on YouTube. If you're watching the replay or you do want to check back a little later, you will find all news links down below if you want to give some of these things yourself. But in the meantime, go ahead and yeah, hop in the bubbles, and then we'll quickly chat out the audience, guys, and we'll get right into the show. Your requests are coming soon as well, but in the meantime, what's going on in the bubble space? Well, what do we have here? Day of green, a day of double-digit gains. Just epic. Who else do you know? What other markets, what other sectors have got consistent growth kind of like this? You know, I told you about my buddy, right? He
Which one?
He sold his company, right? He's got that got that retirement money, right? And so first thing they did, especially when you're rich, right? All the other rich people come out and tell you what to do with your money, where to put it. So they put in some kind of fund, right? A fund, a fund manager looking after it, and he's, yo, check out what my fund has made in just a couple of days in the market. And yeah, it was okay. It was a couple points. I don't want to say it, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, my God, man, if you think that 10% a year is epic, imagine what 10% a day is like this space.
Yeah.
I digress, guys. Let's go ahead and quickly shout out a couple big gainers of the day. SafeMoon. Wow. No, it's a real alt season. No, we're really ripping when SafeMoon leading seemingly top gainer of the day, up 19%. AVAX right behind it at 17%. Got a couple other major gainers. Cardano, of course, all-time highs, 11%. Harmony, one chain up 16%. Tel and Groot both up about 17%. Yeah, you got a slew of others. Helium Network up 16%. Everything else up about 10%, double digits. One big pullback today, that's Voyager token. Of course, it did have like a 60% day yesterday, so Voyager giving some of that back. Whoa, man, that Voyager epic pump and dump. But yeah, it's a damn green day in the space, guys. Go ahead and get into the chat in a second. Voyager USD. Curious what happened with list on Binance. Voyager wrapped Ether. Just out of curiosity. Oh yeah, that pump got sold into hard. That was a gnarly bit of price action. All right. Yep, down 60% from a wick from 12 hours ago. Just crazy. Right. Well, there we go. There is the Voyager matter, and let's go ahead and get into the live chat. Who's with us Friday afternoon? Sorry for the intro dragging out, guys, but like I said, we are doing casually on this Friday. Right, who's in the live chat? Mr. Ether, as far as I can tell, you're first. Showtime, baby. Shoutouts to you. Bob the Builder, eternally second, he says. Yeah, you're not first again, Bob, but it's good to have you on the show. Dave Rice, shoutouts to you. Ron Legato. Need two of our regulars in the chat. Bust a move on the like button. You heard the man. Hit the like, guys. Daniel, good vibes. You got this. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Ask about my wiener dog joins us on D Live. What's up, guys? Shoutouts. Man, that homie just showed up, like a week ago on the show, and he's become regular just like that. Must be doing something right. Let's see here. Rhino TD, yes, Rhino TD. Good evening, crypto people. What have I missed? My portfolio's up, and I haven't really been trading. Well, isn't that just magical?
Sometimes
amazing.
It's good to sit on your hands.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just less is more, right? When it's not broken, don't fix it. And when the bull is running, you just let it do its thing, stay out of its way. Try not to overtrade. But Rhino TD, glad to hear your portfolio's looking super frothy on a Friday. Franklin MC, hey guys, great little run last night. Sure was. Jason, did you catch any lower time frame trades or any action? No,
From when? Last night?
last night. Curious.
No.
All right.
I've been trying to stick to the daily, to be honest with you, because it's been playing out very well.
I wonder, not this move on the hourly. This can't. Boom. Maybe this close here. This was not.
Chart are you looking at?
Another Bitcoin. I'm just wondering if, like, this big pop up we had, this big 2-3% move. I'm wondering if we something we could have was signaling, but no, I guess we were good. This is in fact, you know what? There was a solid signal right here, yesterday when this whole breakout started. You don't think so?
No, because it broke below the baseline and then broke back above there. So you would need WADA confirmation.
WADA was. Yeah, right. It wasn't quite there, but
and here's the thing: you don't got to catch every move. That's why, like, I exited my Bitcoin position, and then we did continue to go up. But I'm not upset about that because we also grabbed it from 32 and also 42. So, like, we're not going to catch everything, and I'm also hesitant that we are coming up on a little bit of resistance here. So, time will tell whether that's the right position to be in and to continue to stay in. But, like, we're not going to catch everything. Today looks like it could be a signal, but we'll just have to wait till close.
Indeed. Not to still too much FOMO, guys. I guess if anything, you might want to be counter trading Mike Diddy sent Friday. Let's have a look. Rhino TD, I need to catch up, see what the market. Oh, I already read that part. Oh no. Has been away from the charts for a week. Well, welcome back. I don't think you missed a whole lot. Profit Bear, sup guys? Shoutouts to you. Mike is not on fire is with us. Mr. Ether, Robert Warner. Her dash is looking good now. Take a look at her on the USD. Mr. Ether, I will add dash to the request line. Hang tight. Good evening, Taz Blitz says. Dave Rice, it's Friday. All those extra funds need to be sent to me. Well, if only life worked like that. Ask about my wiener says, voice a little quiet compared to the music. My voice or Jason's voice? Let me take a look at my sound levels. No, I think I'm coming loud. Let me know, guys, on the audio levels. Hopefully everything's good. Sweet, maybe Jason can give Hex a proper look. Unless you mean you want the music a little louder. We're talking dramatically over. All right, fine. Let me the music touch. Let me know if this is too loud, guys. What's up with Macy's Chiropractors? Said watch. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Macy's Chiropractors. Sweet. Maybe Jason can give Hex a proper look. Yeah, we'll give Hex a proper look. Oh my God, man, taking shots at Alex when he's offline. I love it.
Don't like.
Mr. Ether says I bought ADA back at 0.42 in 2018. Wow. 4 cents, 4 cent ADA back then. Mr. killing it. I remember I bought ADA at the launch, and I was worried it was a rug, and I dumped. I'd either break even or maybe a tiny loss. But I remember picking it up at like 100 sats. And then people were like, "Yeah, get ADA." And I'm like, "Man, what is ADA?" And other people go, "No, this is a rug. Get out." And man, imagine if I held my ADA bag from that day one release.
That rug is flying.
Yeah. Well, that's one I missed. Ether probably passing me right now in total wealth accumulated. Between his Hex bags and his Cardano bags, I think he's outperformed even my year's Bitcoin hodling. Ask about my wiener dog requesting EOS. Hang tight, I'll get to that in just a few minutes. Crypto Bull writes, what? Hex? No, we're definitely doing Hex, Mr. Bull. Hang tight. Let's see here. We have been able to pay state tax in Ohio for well over a year with crypto. Oh, that's very cool. Very, very cool. 50-50. We're all happy Take Profit Friday, Alex81SG. Well, happy Freight Take Profit Friday to you too. Crypto Blade 21. Gas cost more than doubled in the afternoon. It was only 28 Gwei last night. Now 62 Gwei. Honestly, I see gas dramatically. Ever since the Lynn hard fork, I can't believe how quickly it shifts up and down. I feel like it was slower in it's gas right now can dramatically shift in like a moment's notice. But I find that, guys, late into the night, midnight Eastern time, gas is pretty. When the suits are away, the shorts and flip-flops get to play. Well, Alex is the suit. We're the flip-flops. All right. Alex81SG, when we hit the bear market, all the yield farms and liquidity pools will take rug pulling to the next level. Yeah, that's so true, right? Right now we're in the bull market. They probably are incentivized to kind of stay in it, right? But once we get into some choppy waters, you might be right, Alex. We might see even more rug pulls as the devs jump ship. B-Flow asking about swipe. Hang tight. I'll add it to the request line. Mr. Ether says he bought a little Voyager on this dip. All right, very cool. Crypto Bull. Anyone use SafePal wallet? No, I don't. Let's see here. Chico. Hope he remembers his phrase. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is referring. Oh, the criminal. Right. Yeah, imagine he seized all his stuff, destroyed his ledger or something. He doesn't remember his seed phrase. So yeah, like, hey, you can keep your bitcoins in your wallet, but can I have my wallet back? No, we don't know where that is. Mr. Ether, it jumped 15% already. Voyager. Let's see here. A couple more comments, guys. We're gonna get right into the analysis. Alex81SG just opened a KuCoin account. Gonna try it out with a few $100s so far. Gate is the one I like the most. Wow, people moving to KuCoin and Gate.io. Go figure. B-Flow. Let's see here. KuCoin's okay, says Rhino TD. Mr. Ether says I think it's headed to 50 within 66 months. Okay, I think 2 months, but I'm trying to. All right, so Mr. Ether bullish on the Voyager. Crypto Bull 21 Sheeb after Doge. Okay. All right, man, there's a lot of comments here. I see a request for ALGO. Hang tight. Crackdown on KuCoin eventually. Be careful. Yeah, it's likely going to come everywhere, guys. David Rice. Now, I wish I would have. All right, guys, I see a bunch more requests. Mostly requests. Sounds good now, says Crypto Bull. Audio is good. All right, audio is great. A lot of comments. I thank you guys a lot for all your engagement. But that's it. Gas is up because the miners are revolting. I don't know if that's the case, but maybe. Where are we going to be at the end of the week? Asbor's Bitcoin going to moon or what? Well, hang tight because in exactly a minute on screen telling you about what he thinks. Let's see here. Brick says, I told you Berlin would not fix gas. Kind of didn't, but I don't know, guys. I haven't been completely blown away by the gas costs. In the last week, I have been extensively NFT shopping, and the gas has been okay, except for a few moments here and there where, yeah, indeed, there's network activity and the gas is notably high. But I guess sometimes you got to get that transaction through no matter the cost. All right, guys, enough comments. Nice Elf says I trust KuCoin more than Gate.io. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure. Gate.io is kind of fishy, but then again. What do I really know about any of these exchanges? Why do I trust Bybit over, Gate? Is there really any particular reason? Tough to say, but that's just how it is, guys. That's it. Let's go ahead, get to the TA. I know what you're all here for, guys. It's not for me to be blabbering. For the TA,
Why I'm here.
The high quality TA. Well, it's only because you entertain me, and we got an hour and a half to fill every day, so they put me in charge of yammering. All right, let's go ahead. Jason, if you don't mind going live, share your screen. We're going to get right into the live scene.
Right.
Gone live. Let's go ahead and get into the accommodate wild chart layout. Starting, so
Everyone's different, okay? And it used to be way wackier. People had a lot more problems with the colors and everything, so I just went with black to make everyone happy.
Right. Down a bit. Good.
Oh, peacock.
Right, gentlemen, we're looking at the BTC/USD daily chart on Bybit. It looks like we're nice and synced up. Jason, I'm going to dive into the live chat, guys. I'm going to start getting everybody's requests ready for the next segment. Hang tight.
Okay.
Good time. Enjoy the TA coming your way now.
I mean, as usual, guys, I'm not Alex. I'm not going to do as deep of a dive into everything that he usually does, because that's just not what I usually do. I usually focus on crypto and then a few outside markets just to kind of see the correlations. But starting off here with Bitcoin, we do look to be having that momentum push to the upside to possibly clear out that 50 range. Looking at current price action with the 13 EMA. going into the weekend. It does look like we're going to be getting a continuation signal above resistance here. Going into the weekend, I will admit that I am a little hesitant here just because of where we are in comparison to resistance. If we come back historically, this has been a known support level. Then come down here, it wouldn't be crazy for this to become resistance, and it's been pretty historically accurate here. And with everything that's happening currently going into the weekend like this, I'm not sure if it's going to be one of those pushed to the upsides and sold into, or if we're actually going to get continuation out of this. I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking about this signal before close, just because I'm not sure if I want to take it or not. If it does close as is, I might have to just take the signal because I'm not smarter than my system. But at the same time, I do feel a little nervous in this area as I've been posting in market analysis and everything over the last few weeks. I have been expecting this push to the upside. I think I marked it out way down here following this trend. And then with that, I did just create a new chart yesterday, charting that fractal that I've been staring at for 2019. Coming over here. Let me know if this looks all right, Jack.
Yep, coming to clear.
Okay, so basically I took the bar pattern tool inside of the trading view and mapped out this fractal, and then placed it over the high and the high of this last run, which gave us this and one of the reasons why I was expecting this push to the upside is because you can see this very similar price action to the upside. But as you can see, the difference between the two is we did come hit lows pretty quickly here without ever taking that bounce back that we saw that Alex was actually talking about on stream for a while back here in July, that we did kind of think we'd get that push up and then get sold into, but we never quite got that. So a sweep of that range I don't think is ridiculous, which is what we're kind of looking at right now. That's what's between these two boxes here, would be a sweep of that range. And then playing out, if it does play out anything like this, I do think that we could get that sell-off down to that low 25 to fill that gap, get another press up, get that big sell-off that really wipes everyone back out, get the continuation back up to all-time highs by quarter two of next year. I think that that's a real likely scenario in this case. So I am hesitant to take this signal, but I might have to just take it and just long till you're wrong, right? We've had a great run of signals here that have done us well, and I mean at some point we're going to be wrong. Can't be scared to be wrong, right? So with this, we got Bitcoin dominance. With the push up today, you would be shocked to see, like, with all the alts doing as well as they are, this good candle out of Bitcoin dominance. ETH, I would assume, is kind of just sitting right in the middle. Yep. Litecoin, kind of looking the same here as Bitcoin, but again, stuck under resistance here. So this does kind of make me nervous a little bit. It does look like it has a lot more room to run, but as long as this is stuck under resistance, I don't think that this is something I'd look to take. If it did break back above here and close above this current high, then I do think that this would be good for continuation. Very similar thing that I'm looking for in Bitcoin. But with Bitcoin dominance raising, it might be a better play to be in Bitcoin. DeFi PERP, the same thing. It actually looks a little bit stronger. This one actually might be good to take today. At the end of the day, I like how it's over most of its resistances here. This one looks a lot stronger, so at the end of the day, definitely going to be checking that one out. Exact same story with Dragon Perp here. Again, you want to see that over this. In a break above this, I do think is a really good play because you are coming up on all of the historical resistance right here, and now finally breaking above that. I think Dragon Perp is likely to do very well. For exact same story, I think Exchange Perp looks really strong. I don't like that it's under that resistance, but what can you do? I think that this looks stronger than most. A very solid break. It's hard to argue with how strong these charts look. Mid perp not as strong, still under that resistance, but still have quite a while left in the day. Chip perp, same thing. Getting some recovery here out of the Dow Jones, which we would expect with the reaction that we're getting. Let's see. So that must mean that the Dixie's down, right? Just barely. See, man, this makes me nervous. Just in the sense that the Dixie has clearly broke resistance. And now it's basically just teasing its old resistance as support. So we need to see a break of this level. But with the dollar doing this, it really makes me question which one of these is the bull trap, right? And with the dollar being so strong, it really makes me nervous on the resistances that we're coming up on a lot of these alts as well as Bitcoin. QQQ getting a nice bounce back. Not really much momentum there. Same thing here out of the buy. Gold just kind of going sideways here. You'll likely get another test of this range. Silver. Well, silver actually looks a lot worse. So Alex is likely going to be right on this one. Take a look. Where do we think silver is going to go down? That would be a hell of a bounce. Silver just so weak here. That's crazy. I think you'll likely get a test. $21 here, all the way back down to your 200 EMA. Man, silver just trade in your silver for lead. Not worth anything. All right, but as you can see now, like, yeah, comparing this to the weekly here on what happened back here, just because the prices are a lot higher, it takes a little bit longer, so it's going to take noticeably longer. But if this does play out like this, then I do think that we have a lot of downside ahead of us with some sweeps above 50 to really get people excited. So this initial continuation long, I do think I'm probably just going to have to take it at the end of the day, because hopefully we get that sweep just to at least hit TP1 to make sure that we don't lose anything on it. But I don't really believe that we break to all-time highs here. But if we do, great. I mean, that's awesome. But I just don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, Moon, it's time to go to 100K. It's time to... It's not usually how it plays out. These things don't just go up and go down. They oscillate. And I think that this is likely the right price move. So getting a continuation on today, great momentum, expanding volatility. That's why we see our rising explosion level here, bottoming above zero on time transformation. Everything is pointing up here. You don't even need WADA for continuation, but actually we dropped below the baseline, so we would need momentum. So we do have everything that we'd want in a signal. So if it does close above this old resistance at 47.7, which is about $1,000 away from here, we're likely going to be taking this continuation. So I mean, things look bullish, guys. There's not really to argue with here besides number go up at the moment. So I mean, we might as well just get into requests, see what everyone else wants to look at.
Yeah, let's do it. We're about to approach 2 o'clock, so we're pretty much there already. Wait, what about the movie Pie? I'm confused. Any word? I was gonna just type this in, but now that I got the mic, anywhere. Anybody seen the movie Pie? It's kind of an indie movie from like way back in the day. Has to do with like a genius dude. Yeah, like the Pi, P-I.
No, Life of Pi, isn't that where that dude had a tiger in a boat?
Oh, just Pi. It's an indie movie about like some genius autist who's like a number theorist, and he thinks he's like solved like the mystery to trading to markets, and like he's also schizophrenic. And
dude, that sounds a lot like me.
The machine, the tentacles are coming down on him. He can't tell if he's schizophrenic or if actual bad actors and are trying to mess him up, steal his algo. It's an OG. It's a classic indie movie. It's pretty good. Maybe we'll add that to movie night one of these days. All right. What NFTs are you most stoked for? Honestly, I hate NFTs. I think NFTs are
You
garbage.
liar.
But there is one NFT that has absolutely captured my imagination, guys. I would tell you about it. I just don't want to shill it too hard. I don't want to seem too silly. So
Go ahead and chill it. You
no,
put
I'm not.
money where your mouth is. That's fine.
Guys, I mean, I'm officially a whale in this particular project. I can't believe I did
Yeah,
it.
spent 20 ETH on NFTs for God's sakes.
Yeah, I did drop a stack on NFTs in the last while. I'm very excited about this project. I think this project's gonna be very good. If you guys want to check it out, it's called Incognito NFT. I don't think there's anything like it. I hate NFT, and I've noticed a lot of people coming into the icon community, like me, basically. They passed on NFTs all season long. They think NFTs are lame. They don't like friggin' children's art. They don't like pixel
Some
art
of them.
whales. And, yeah, a lot of them are garbage. But this is a whole different project. Very cool.
Jack can see the future on it.
I think it's got just the right formula, guys. But that's my take on it. We'll see how
I'm
things
gonna go
pan out.
check out your Twitter so they can see what they look like.
Yeah, if you guys do want to check it out, go look at Twitter. I'm at CryptoLifeJack. Check me out. Maybe I'll put that on the screen later if you have more time. But in the meantime, guys, we're not here for me shilling my NFTs for the TA and the people request. So the people have spoken. They want the damn request. So let's do it. Let's get into it, guys. Got the first request here. Gearing up and ready to go. Let's get into it. It's Mr. Ether, Mr. First in the live chat today with the request, writing her Dash is looking good now. How about a look at her USD? All right, Dash USD.
USDT. Well, today would be your signal, my friend. It's kind of similar to all the other things that we've been looking at. You do have some resistance right here, but it's one of those cases, like I just said, you got a long till you're wrong. It's above its old resistance. It's clearly broke. Even expanding volatility as well as a rising momentum. Everything looks good on Dash here, man. You could, if you're looking to use the TP method, you're looking at an entry. If closes as entry about 231, TP1 around 249, 268, and 286. And with where this is, I think that you're likely to come up and test around this level. So that's well within all three TPs. So yeah, the trade there's definitely meat on this bone if it closes as is. Again, I just don't want to get caught in a continuation that gets super sold into, but this is why we manage risk, and there's a lot of good signals out there today. Dash does look good. Let's just take a look at the BTC pairing. Oh, this looks great, to be honest with you. Oh yeah. Yesterday was your signal, but you didn't quite get up to TP1, but the way that this broke and is holding above the 200 EMA, I think the Bitcoin pairing looks great as well. So Dash definitely looking good. I think that you could take this all the way up to here, honestly, on the Bitcoin pairing. Yeah, Dash looks great.
All right, brilliant, Mr. Ether. Thanks for opening up the request line with a solid request, solid setup underway on Dash. Let's go ahead and get into the next one, though. Mr. Ether is up next as well. Sweet, maybe Jason can give Hex a proper look. Says Mr. Ether. Yeah, go to Hex, see if you can do the calculated by trading view option.
Oh, look at that! I had a prediction back then. It's right where we went.
Can you expand that out? You can barely make out all that condensed data there. Perfect, thank you.
This was my prediction on Hex back here, and we finally got there.
Wow. Took a little longer, but yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard thing about this, to be honest with you. It's always hard to get it exactly right. And to be honest with you, I thought it would fall further. It's amazing that this hasn't quite taken a dive yet. And another situation of long till you're wrong. But at the same time, you got an exit signal. There's nothing to do here. You're currently getting sold into. You'd have to wait for a reaction and then buy on the break of this other the break of 19 cents, which would be another all-time high. But let's look at the week. I don't like that you got a higher high here. Oh, wait, sorry. That's just my line. Never mind. Okay. So, I mean, we are just stair-stepping, man. And there's no evidence of any break yet. Maybe that is it. See. Then we came back down. Broken side, came up, hit here. And I mean, even looking at the weekly, man, if the weekly closes like that, that's a full-on continuation. One thing that I would want, though, is it would be really nice if you could get a higher high first before you take this. But it does look great. The set, it's building its own shelf of support to go for another round. Wait till the weekly, because the daily you can't do anything with. You shouldn't be in it if you are. Momentum's fading. You got your exit signals. But, I mean, the way that this is bouncing currently, you could get this little push up, a little... There you go. You could see that happen. I mean, clearly it's happened before. But it's just kind of hard to know, right? Because you did get this break of the trend. Boom. Come up and test it. So you're still under it. So this mirroring that we're getting here might be the sign of the breakdown. So let's put a line here. What I mean by mirroring is when I look at charts, see this pattern, it kind of mirrors itself, because this is usually when you start seeing topping behavior of reversals. So wait for a break of this for sure. But if you do get another all-time high, it's probably good to take again. You're still in price discovery. But I mean, when it breaks, it's going to break down. It's going to break all the way back down to 2 cents, I think. Because, like I said, charts don't just go up. That's not how it works. And your moving averages are all down here. Like, at some point, it will go down. But as for now, it's still nothing to do now, but the weekly definitely looks strong.
All right. Well, Mr. Ether says double up on Hex one more time, and I'm 100% retired. Well, Mr. Ether... Hex
Well,
has been
Mr. Ether, if you're still in Hex, then you're not following your own system, because you said you sold out of Hex, and you said you wouldn't buy it unless it had a 50% retracement.
Well, might so very well be in it. You got to lean into ones like Hex, but let's go ahead. Ask about my winner says, people hate Hex, why not just join us? Well, I feel like I missed a boat. I feel like Mr. Ether told me a year ago, yo, it's at a penny, or sorry, a sat. I think it was subsat pricing. Subsat pricing. Mr. Ether's like, this is where you buy. And I slept on it. Mistake. And now I regret it. Now it's too late. I feel like sour grapes. I missed the boat. I am happy. I will live vicariously through the rich and retired Mr. So I do feel like I got a piece of the Hex action just through him alone. So there is a little consolation for me.
It's good to have friends.
It is. It is indeed.
Like, I have no exposure in the NFT game, and now I get to just hang out with Jack and be like, so how's that going?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Maybe NFTs might be able to. All right. In the meantime, let's go look at the next West. Rhino TD. Why hate anything you can make money off of legally? Yeah, you know, guys, this space is full of haters. People get sour. You know, when you got this much money, they're supposed to hate. All right, so don't even think about the haters.
If people are hating you, then you're doing something right.
Exactly. So let's have a look here. The SEC is going to lose every case they bring against crypto mining. LBC could be genius. Yes, library credits, and we are going to be eventually making a move over to LBC as well, guys. It is a certainly up and coming platform, and the streaming is getting better every day. I personally use library all the time. Honestly, I don't even watch YouTube anymore. Most of my YouTube has fallen off completely. I usually follow over library and other alternative video platforms. Where content creators have been kicked off. All right. I use the other for vacation. Oh, Maybe he used part of his bag for vacation. That's probably what it is. Cryptable21, I only have 2 NFTs, both from early adoption of projects, and Binance is one. Right, guys, I've read a few comments. I do appreciate everybody kicking it with us on a very casual day. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. Ask about my wiener. Right, requesting EOS up to $6 or more? Question mark. All right. Yeah, a road ahead for EOS to $6, Jason.
Well, it's as for my signals, nothing to do here. It does appear that you're trapped under resistance. One could say that this looks an awful lot like a 3-bar reversal. So get it first. So looks an awful lot like that. Basically, you get 3 down candle. You get a higher high, 3 down candles, and then a green candle above the close of the last, which we see here. Technically, yesterday you could have looked at that, but that's just a trading pattern. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work out. That's why it's better to use oscillating systems like this, in my opinion, because we're going to get that continuation or not. But today we don't have it, and nope, you did not close below the baseline here, so you wouldn't necessarily need a WADA to get that continuation, but it's keeping you out of the trade for now, and we are starting to see resistance here, so maybe that is the right call. So nothing to do as of now, but if you do get that break, I think that you can easily take this up to $6.40. This is going to be, I think, dependent on what the rest of the market does as well. But nothing to do with EOS as of now. But if you were playing that 3-bar reversal, then you could take this up to at least the higher high, which currently would be at 579. I don't think that would be a silly trade at all, just not one that I'm going to take.
All right. Think you're still collecting your thoughts on EOS, or you?
Okay.
All right. That was a yes. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. B-Flow wipe SXP USDT is it good for continuation long? He asks.
It
Yo.
certainly does look like it, doesn't it? Damn. Oop. It certainly does look pretty good. I think that, yeah, you're at some resistance right now, but if this candle closes like this, absolutely take it. This looks like a solid 3-bar play. If it closes like this, I mean, even if it closes negative, it'll still be a good signal. But close back above this close of $3.57. Any close above that, I think that, yeah, go for it. I think XSP got a lot of room to run there, and you might even hit all-time highs. Again, going to be dependent on what we see out of Bitcoin over the weekend. So again, when looking at these, is the better choice to be in Bitcoin with Bitcoin dominance rising, or all these other that are giving kind of the same signal? So that's going to be a decision that you're going to have to make. So yeah, I think that this is a solid continuation B-Flow.
All right. Well, there you go. Solid continuation. Thank you, B-Flow, for Swipe USDT PL on the table. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next request. We are about 4 minutes to go for the chest opening on DLive. DLivians, put your lemons in now. Get that chest ready. Meantime, let's go ahead and look at VX. Mr. Ether on DLive wrote, just bought a little VX. All right, you're going to need to use VGX. And pick that last one. Yeah, what do you think about Mr. Ether buying this little back after that crazy wick?
Well, I mean, I think that you should have been in it right at the... I mean, this signal would have been great. Look at that. Got in right there, and then boom, all 3 TPs would be swept. You'd be out of it. I don't know where you got in. kind of hard to tell on whether this is going to be a pump and dump. I don't like that into liquidity like that. It's not something that I would touch personally.
Oh, he's scalping. That's
Now,
what he said. Scalping. Gotcha.
if you're scalping, then let's look. I mean, depending on where you picked it up, yeah, you could be even taking profit again already. But yeah, anytime you see something with this much volatility coming in, you know that it's going to be a great chance for some lower time frame scalping, which is why I think it's so important to know chart patterns just on how they react when volatility is high. Because there are tons of moments in there for great scalping opportunities. But looking at this right now, I don't know if this is one because, oh, well, actually, you did get that test down here, test up here. I mean, this could even have the power to keep going up. I mean, much like this. And I mean, if you're in it now currently, it does apparently seem to be getting picked back up. But I mean, depends on your trading strategy, I suppose. But it's got the volatility, of course, to do some good scalping. But I don't know whether or not I mean, based off the daily, it does appear that we have more upside, but I don't like that giant sweep. But this coin's kind of notorious for doing that. Well, I mean, anything on the wrapped ETH usually have lower volume market liquidity. Brain fart. But I mean, good luck. Volatility seems to be there, but don't get caught thinking that this is going to come all the way back up here again, because I mean, look at that. Takes a while if it does, but there could be some more upside here, but it's just not something I want to play with. You already missed the signal.
All right. Well, there's a nice look at VGX for Mr. Ether. How we do it on time? 2:15. The clock just struck 2:15. All right, guys. I'm going to go put some lemons in the chest, go open it up and say 60 seconds. In the meantime, go ahead and introduce the next request. We have Nick K over on YouTube. Can you please take a look at ALGO and Digibyte? Yeah, ALGO first. Let's go look at ALGO. Guys, get ready. Get your last few lemons in. I'm going to open that chest now.
And ALGO does look strong, but it's just one that's a little too far away for me on the 13 EMA. I bet Alex's signal actually, or system, will look pretty good with this one. Come on, baseline. Get at it. I mean, not giving me a note trade. This has to be a candle size. It just seems a little too far gone at this moment, to be honest with you. And with everything else that's catching up with it. I do like that it's breaking back above all of these. You do have some historical resistance that it does appear to be breaking. You could take this if you wanted to, but I just don't like the distance from. I mean, you would definitely be able to know at that point if you get if your stop loss is where. Your stop is sitting at 99 cents, just under $1. So yeah, I mean, I still don't like it, to be honest with you. It's super strong right now, but yesterday the break of this resistance and close above, that would have been your real signal. Wait till daily close, maybe it comes back down, but I think it's just a little too far gone. Alex would probably disagree and say it's got more juice to be squeezed out here, but it's just not the type of trade that I usually take. Yeah, to about 128. It's just too far gone from my baseline for me to feel comfortable taking that to the upside. It doesn't not look strong, though. I mean, I can't argue with that. It looks strong.
All right. Well, quick shout out to today's big lemon giveaway winners. Crypto Bull came in first, 128 lemons. Franklin MC with 72 Cummins, David Rice. Cummins, that's the top 3 big winners of today's 11 giveaway. Again, for dropping lemons, getting lemons, another day, $1. All right. Head and get the next request on the board. Got here, guys. It's 2:17. Still about 15 minutes left in the show, guys. So should have enough time to knock out your remaining requests. Here's one from Polly B. Polly B writes, request, can NKN make it to 47 cents? Thank you, Jason.
Well, didn't they want Digibyte too?
Oh, my bad. Did I forget Digibyte? I somehow forgot Digibyte. I'm glad. See, Jason's more on the ball for the request than I am most of the time. Yes, Digibyte is next.
But looking at this, I do like that we finally broke back above the 200 EMA and now using it as support, but currently stuck under resistance. Nothing giving us any indication that we need to take this. Our oscillators are still not quite crossed over. Need a couple more days on this. Nothing to do. We could get a continuation of this though. Just nothing to do right now. So the next one you said was NKN.
Right, NKN is next. Polly B asks NKN to 47 cents. What are your thoughts?
Same thing with this one. You're kind of stuck under resistance here. Nothing to do. You are getting a long signal, but that without WADA, so there's no momentum to take this to the upside. Just like the last on Digibyte, you're still kind of stuck underneath this resistance. You need a break above this. And anyways, a break above this at the end of the day would likely give you the WADA that you needed. So if you do get a break of this by the end of the day and close above 42 cents, you could definitely take this up to the next level. But as for now, if it closes like this or anything less, then it's going to be nothing. No signal.
Right, well, there was a look at NKN. Hopefully that covered it. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. Crypto Bull. Crypto Bull on DLive writes, PAXG Bitcoin. Bid for a long question mark? Yeah, let's go look at PAXG. Oh, you're looking at USD. He wants the BT.
He wants BT. Okay.
Yeah.
Full on continuation short, my friend. Which I think is likely to play out with where you have historical resistance. And a red line that I have marked out from forever ago for some reason. But I do think that it's likely to... Oh, nope, never mind. That's from that. Gotta switch Quadrigo, that's the problem. Well, duh. Yeah, this looks super weak, and none of this looks like it's bottom behavior, and you're already getting a break. This is a continuation to the downside. This is definitely, I'm not sure if you can short this on Binance, but if you can, short it. This is a full-on, full-on short because it's a continuation. You do not need it. Let's see, base. Nope, never close below or above.
We are getting spammed. Sorry, go on. Didn't mean to cut you off. We are getting an influx of people shilling Polka Party. What in God's name is Polka Party? Name
200 viewers.
You name the project Polka Party, and
no, we don't.
This you think that we're?
Is it like a German Polka Party? A Polka Party, yeah.
Maybe it's polka dot related. Do we have enough wrenches in the live chat to deal with this? Do I need to quickly mod anybody? Do we? Live chat. Let's see.
Knight someone.
I'm not looking at my YouTube control panel, guys. We do have YouTube mods, correct? Do let me know in the comments.
Ron Legato seems to be on it.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Mr. Ron Legato, for purging the Polka Party clowns from the live chat. No need to come in here and shill. Sometimes we get a good laugh from the show, but other times it's appropriate. Go ahead and get into the next request. In that case, we have Any Word wants to look at DERO.
DERO. Still going up, is it? Certainly looks like it. I do like this chart, man. The continuation was back here. And you would still be in it because you never close below. And then if it closes like this, I think you can absolutely take this. This looks super strong. Yeah, I think that's beautiful. I think old resistance becomes support. You're finally getting a little bit of throwback and then getting continuation to the upside right now. I think that this is a beautiful chart to take, man. And you'd be in price discovery, so I mean, yeah, I mean, what can be said? Looks strong, looks like a little ascending triangle break. So let's measure that out real quick. So here. Looks like you could take, I mean, this is about where TP3 is for the weekly chart. Yeah, I think that this is going to be good to take all the way up to, like, say, $24, man. I mean, maybe a little bit less than that. I didn't quite do that perfect. But close. We'll just a little shoot it. Yeah, I think you can absolutely take this up to $24, my friend. This looks stronger than hell. You're getting a take profit long signal right here, but if this continues like this, there's no way that that stays. Momentum will begin to rise. This is a great chart, man.
Right. I think that would be Jason's thoughts on DERO. Any word? Hope you like that look at DERO today. Here concerning the mods in chat. Mr. Ether and Ralegato, they're both all over it. They both have wrenches. All right, I think we have enough mods to handle the job. Mr. Ether suggesting we make David Rice and B-Flow. So I think the B-Flow should be. We have a few people I could mod as well.
Give them that kind of power.
No, they're good guys. I could throw them. We de-wrenched a lot of people. Maybe a few have their wrenches reinstated, but today's problem has been cleaned up. The custodians come through, cleaned up the mess. Let's go ahead and look at the next request. Boris Bitcoin is up, right? Requesting balancer and LRC. Thank you. Start with Bal.
Bal does look like it's going to be a good continuation if it closes above this resistance today. As much as I want to, the bearishness inside me is really getting caught up below these resistances, but for all intents and purposes, these are good continuation signals. I don't like that some of them are still stuck below. I wouldn't necessarily like to take this one, but for the chart pattern you're breaking back above, it could be a good continuation, but that's up to you. I think there's stronger ones out there that are above these levels that are giving better continuations, but I mean, that's to each their own. But it is giving you a solid continuation at the end of the day if it closes anything like this, which means that you could take it up to a TP1 of around 398, 398.75 right in there. And then he also wanted LRC, USDT. Same case here, but this is actually getting pinned here by the moving average. We could get that explosion to the upside. This could be strong. Wait for the... where did it close at? 31.44. Okay, so we're already above that. So a close like this, and especially if it's above the 13 or the 200 EMA, I think this one does look stronger because it has more room to go up to these resistance levels, as you see over here. So I think LRC would be a better continuation long if it closes as is than the last coin that we looked at, which would be BAO.
All right, that sounds like that concludes your thoughts on LRC.
Yep.
All right, guys, we only got a couple of requests left and a few minutes left in the show, so I think on a bang up job knocking them out. AVAX for Rot Died is next.
I mean, that's just too damn far gone. What do you want to do? I mean, you're coming right up to that resistance level that I kind of figure we would on Bitcoin, which would be around that like 58 range. But I don't know if we actually get it. See, the other things are getting caught up on these resistance levels. Some things are just pressing right through. This is too far gone to take. There's nothing that, I mean, you can even see you had 4 candles here with unnatural volume coming in. You don't see that very often. And there's just no way to know when that's going to happen. So there's nothing to do here. I think that it's been exhausted. If anything, wait for a pullback. But as of now, don't touch it. It could keep going, but that's not how I trade.
All right, yeah, AVAX looks indeed far gone. But at that, hey, B-Flow, are you still in the live chat? B-Flow, if you do drop, oh, did he just drop one now? Okay, perfect. I was gonna say if B-Flow drops a comment, I will mod you. Good. All right, we got 2 new moderators in the chat. A couple guys, I think, have the wrenches.
You have been bestowed.
Yes, they have title of moderator. Our boys in the chat, but they're good guys. They're regulars. They go ahead and get into Chico's request. Chico Blanco Verano writes PERP, please, and thank you.
Is that PERP swap or just PERP USDT?
Just PERP USDT.
Okay. Well, kind of getting away from my systems here. I'm really shocked that it gave this long signal right here, but I guess it's just because of this descending channel breakout that we got. Finally got a little bit of volatility, but sold off. So right here would have been the signal. But it just missed it. As for now, nothing to really do. Makes me nervous that we could get a larger pullback here. So watch for support to hold around this $16, $17 level right here. I would like to see a higher high out of this wick, but like I said, I get nervous that a lot of things are going to start stalling like this, including Bitcoin, and then we start to see that press to the downside to like maybe even like the 26 range. So I'd rather be hesitant here than just go all in hoping for the moon, right? But nothing to do here for my system. A nice 3 white soldiers pattern here. You'll likely get some pullback to the baseline. That's why I've marked this out. And then you'll know if you get continuation out of this on a break of this level on the 3rd or 4th candle. But nothing to do right now.
All right, well, there's a look at PERP for Chico. Chico, good to see you in the live chat as always, my guy. Go ahead and get into the last request of the day. Yeah, Boris Bitcoin. Right, if we have time, can we look at this NVIDIA stock, ticker symbol NVDA? Let's look at NVIDIA.
Well, today's the day, my friend. Full on signal. You're getting a break. Is this a new all-time high? You really love an all-time high here. You might not get it, but high 208.66. 208.40. Man, so close. But this is a full signal. Great momentum. Rising explosion level. Time transformation just crossed over, getting the signal on Minx. I think it looks great for continuation. I would love if there was a higher high here, but I mean, you don't get it sometimes. But this does look great for more upside. Absolutely. Doesn't mean it always works out, but this is almost everything you could look for in a quality signal. Yeah. And a break above that all-time high is definitely going to get you to that TP1. I like it.
Right. Here was a look at NVIDIA, indeed turning up something. Today. Right. What else do I got to cover here? Big shout outs to the audience. Thanks everybody that with us Friday afternoon. Time is at 2:32, guys. Another hour and a half installment update. Up.
Some pretty sinister bearish divergence on the 1 hour. unless we get a pop
more?
to the upside. If we get a pop to the upside relatively quickly, it'll invalidate this, but we're definitely getting some bearish divergence here as we come up and hit this resistance that I have on higher time frames. See, we got price making higher highs, but oscillator making lower lows. So we'll see here, man. Like I said, what's making me nervous about some of this is we are coming back to test this parabolic trend that we had. Coming right back up to test that with a higher high, buy, cry, die. Maybe we see the buy, cry, die scenario. I mean, it's the opposite for when it goes up, of course, but it works the same way, the 3 taps. So today's close is going to be super important, I think. We might get some sell-off and then that hard push to higher highs at the close. We've seen that so many different times. And then going into the weekend, we just start raging, and then volatility is all over the place. But, I mean, I have a little bit of reserves on taking a lot of signals going into this.
Right. Well, that's look. Oh, yeah, we're looking at another shot of Bitcoin. Yeah, as we wind down the show, Jason. Look on. Yeah, the lower time frame top out. We back. Guys.
I mean, it's going to be probably a stair step thing, but I think that, to be honest with you, it's going to be a bigger blow off top than that. So there's a good possibility that we keep marching up from here.
Right. Well, let's look at Bitcoin, guys, and all your favorite requests today. And thank you, everybody, with us today. B-Flow, you still with us? You requested.
You know what's kind of funny, Jack? That GIF that you put up.
Yeah, that's the hatchet. B-Flow was asking.
Yeah, but technically, that's Batman killing the Joker.
Well, that's Heath Ledger? Oh, wait.
No, remember Suicide Squad?
Oh, that's that Joker?
That's Jared Leto.
Oh, that's Jared Leto? Really?
Yeah, from 30 Seconds to Mars.
Recognize him. How about that? But B-Flow, there is a visual representation of your new wrench. I expect you to. Thank you so much. Everybody kicked it once again with us Friday afternoon. Without you, big shout. Our analysts make everything possible. Alex not with us here today, but big shout out to Alex. Jason, thank you for today. Big shout out to our moderators, our staff on the Discord in the Crypto Bull does the time stamping, Dark Rico, Payday, all our moderators, everybody who makes everything possible. We have a community, guys. What else? Yeah, let's put this away, put the last couple graphics on and begin. Down, guys. Do check out Premium. I saw somebody ask earlier, what chart tool is Jason using? Well, Jason's just using TradingView, but he does have a full full assortment of our CC indicators. Yes, we have had our own proprietary indicators developed in-house to kind of suit our trading style, well, basically what we do. If you check out Pathways to Profits in the premium.cryptocurrency.com, you can find all those indicators, Pathways to Profits course, education material, man, chock full of stuff to make you a better trader. I'm assistant trader, questionnaire, knife catching business behind, guys. Learn how to do it. Learn how to make gains month over month, year. Profitable. Pathways to Profits over on premium.cryptocurrency.com. All right. I have a whole lot more to add to that. I got to get back to my NFTs.
They're not going to sell themselves.
Exactly. Got work to do. And guys, I think much. I have a habit of dragging this on. If Alex was here, he chastised me right now, but that's it. I promise. We are going out the door. Much love to you guys on Monday. Oh yeah, one last thing. And I might be live tomorrow. Yeah, UFC Fight Night.
Who we got?
Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier. I can't pronounce his name. And Kelvin Gastelum in a middleweight event. Right. Forward to that.
people beat the shit out of each other.
Exactly, guys. If you have any UFC fans in here, do join us in them on Saturday. Going to be discussing the match. All right. Gotta get out of here. Final words.
Just trade safely, guys. We're going into this weekend. It does appear super strong. Whether that ends up playing out or not, we'll know a little bit more at close. But everything does look bullish here. Lower time frames suggest a little bit of a downside action, but that's not to negate the bullishness that we're seeing out of the 24 hours. So if we close anything like this, we're likely going to be taking a continuation long. Again, looking at Bitcoin dominance and everything, make sure that you're taking the thing with the most strength here. And if Bitcoin dominance is rising with giving the same continuation as a lot of these others, maybe the right thing is just to be in Bitcoin. So
Have a weekend, guys. So.
see you Monday. Goodbye.